KSMO Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that weather forecast for today, Monday, the 16th day of February, President's Day or Washington's birthday, however you want to view it. Will continue to be mostly sunny day with a high temperature near 65 degrees. Southerly winds will be 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. We expect partly cloudy skies tonight, low around 41 degrees. Southerly winds will be around 8 miles per hour. Those winds may gust as high as 20 miles per hour tonight. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy with a high temperature near 66 degrees. Southerly winds will be 9 to 17 miles per hour with gusts as high as 32 miles per hour. And early tomorrow morning, our wind chill value will be as low as 34 degrees. Tomorrow night will start out cloudy but gradually become partly cloudy and we'll have a low temperature around 53 degrees. Southerly winds will be 13 to 18 miles per hour with gusts as high as 32 miles per hour. Wednesday should be sunny with a high temperature near 72 degrees. Westerly winds will be 7 to 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Then we'll be mostly clear Wednesday night with a low around 45 degrees. Thursday should be sunny with a high near 72. We expect mostly clear skies Thursday night, low around 34 degrees. And Friday, mostly sunny skies are forecasted with a high temperature near 52. Will be partly cloudy Friday night, low around 29. But then Saturday, we have a chance of showers in our forecast for Saturday. Will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 51 degrees. Chance of showers continues Saturday night with mostly cloudy skies, low around 26. And Sunday should be sunny with a high temperature near 45 degrees. That's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it is now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
888 is the number to call when you feel like life is too heavy to handle alone. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It's not just for someone in immediate danger. It's for anyone struggling with thoughts of suicide, overwhelming stress, or emotional crisis. You don't have to be at the breaking point to reach out. Feeling hopeless, anxious, or completely stuck are all valid reasons to make that call. You should call 988 if you notice yourself slipping into thoughts that you can't manage, if everyday tasks feel impossible, or if you feel like there's no way forward. It's also for those moments when the weight of life is making it hard to think clearly, when relationships, work, or health challenges feel crushing. Even if you're unsure whether it's serious enough, 988 is there to listen and help you figure out the next step. It's also the right number for friends or family who are worried about someone. If a loved one seems withdrawn, hopeless, or talks about not wanting to be here anymore, calling 988 can connect them with trained counselors who understand how to respond. Reaching out doesn't mean weakness. It's a step toward strength, clarity, and safety. You don't have to wait until a crisis peaks. Calling early can prevent things from getting worse. 988 is free, confidential, and available 24/7. If life is feeling too heavy, make the call. Someone is ready to listen, understand, and help you through. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Choosing the right residual herbicide can feel like you need a map. Too many choices, too many claims that never quite hold up. Enough is enough. Zidua brand herbicides from BASF make the choice easy. It sets the standard for longer-lasting weed control, giving up to 2 more weeks of protection than competitors. When you have a Ziduation in your soybean fields, Zidua brand herbicides deliver new solutions to meet your evolving needs. Make the lasting choice and talk to your retailer today. Always read and follow label directions.
To me, working at St. Jude, what makes it so special is that there's more research going on here. At St. Jude, we don't care who cures cancer, we just need to advance the cure. The heart of St. Jude is to take care of children with catastrophic diseases and to advance their cure rates, but we need to be able to do that for everyone. It's a bold initiative to try and bump cure rates all around the world, but it is our commitment.
Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
The foundation is set.
Missouri knocks off the #1 team in the nation.
The frame is built.
On the run, Mitchell for the flush, Missouri by 20.
And the gates
The habits, the response to detail, the execution, all that stuff matters.
are open.
Drives right baseline to the rim, jams it as he hangs and got fouled.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
Cruz, here comes the three. Bang! He splashed it home.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Reviewing the USMCA. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Update. There's a lot of talk about the importance of demand. Kent Backus with the National Cattlemen's Beef Association says when it comes to beef trade between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico, there's a lot of good things happening.
Beef access can't really improve. We already have, full unrestricted access to Canada and Mexico. They've become really good export markets for us. And on the live cattle trade side too, we trade a lot of cattle back and forth with Canada, and once the issues are resolved with screwworm, we will renew our trade with Mexico too. We have a really strong supply chain throughout North America. That's been something we want to continue to develop. But with USMCA, this 6-year review, I think it's really turning more into a renegotiation in many ways because Canada and Mexico have not been good trade partners in delivering some of the promises they made 6 years ago. When you look on the agricultural side, there's still a lot of dairy issues that need to be resolved with Canada. With Mexico, you've got a lot of biotech issues. You've got massive energy issues that need to be resolved. Mexico hasn't shown a willingness to really engage on those as much, to the point where the U.S. has had to sue them to get some kind of relief. So you can't ignore those factors. But what we're hoping is that as these adjustments are made, these renegotiations occur, that they don't throw the baby out with the bath. This is not a trade agreement that needs to go away. This is something that needs to be improved. So that's what we're hoping, is that the necessary modifications are needed so that all of the U.S. can benefit from that. But you've got to have willing trade partners to do that. And I think that we're going to see a lot more saber rattling from all three countries as these negotiations progress and as things heat up. Obviously, the U.S. has most of the leverage here, but you do need willing trade partners in Canada and Mexico to make this thing a success. So that's going to be a big push for us. One of the other things for 2026 is we have the new Product of USA label that's being implemented. That's voluntary and trade compliant. That's important in this because we already have a program that has closed the loophole for imported beef being able to carry a product of USA.
The USMCA review process is set to begin this July. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
At the heart of every community, caring comes naturally. At Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans, we're not just a health plan provider. We're your neighbor, your friends, your partners in health. With us, you're more than just a member. You're a valued part of our Missouri Farm Bureau family. Together we care, together we grow, together we thrive. Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans, where your health is our commitment. Plan on us. Visit us at mofbhealthplans.com and contact your agent today.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old.
She had 7 different surgeries over the span of 9 years, and there were tons of complications.
I'm doing much better now. I may have lost my leg, but I've gained so much. I got my joy back.
We got our mom back, thanks to DAV.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Sandy get the health and disability benefits they've earned.
My victory is getting my life back.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Helen Pauline Owen Warden, age 81 of Salem, passed away Thursday, February 12th. Funeral services for Helen Warden will be at 12 noon Tuesday, February 17th, the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Helen Warden will also be on Tuesday from 11 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Helen Pauline Owen Warden of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Due to family illness, the services have been postponed for Randy Lynn Land and will be announced at a later date. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
This is St. Louis Blues analyst Joey Vitale. There is nothing more exhilarating than watching St. Louis Blues hockey in person. But if you can't make it to the game, you can catch all the action here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
It is now time to take a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. A Salem woman was involved in an accident in Reynolds County Sunday afternoon at approximately 3:30. According to the Highway Patrol report, the accident occurred on Highway 21 4 miles south of Ellington when a 2014 Jeep Renegade traveled off the left side of the roadway, overturned, and struck a tree. The report stated that the 75-year-old female suffered serious injuries and was transported by aircraft to Mercy South in St. Louis. The report went on to say that the woman was wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. The Jeep sustained moderate damage and was towed from the scene by AC's Towing at Troopers' request. On Saturday, February 14th, patrolmen of the Salem Police Department initiated an investigation into the whereabouts of a wanted fugitive who had been evading authorities for a Phelps County warrant for approximately 4 years. Officers responded to the 100 block of South Jackson Street after receiving information that the subject was inside a residence. Officers issued verbal commands for the individual to exit the residence. However, the subject initially refused to comply. Additional assistance was requested from the Dent County Sheriff's Office and a perimeter was established. The subject, identified as Thomas Weaver, was subsequently taken into custody without incident. Weaver was transported to the Dent County Jail where he is being held on the following charge: failure to appear for driving while revoked. All suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. A public hearing will be held by the Dent County Health Center Board of Trustees Thursday afternoon at 5 o'clock in the Dent County Health Center conference room located at 1014 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. The purpose of the hearing is to receive public comment on proposed changes to the Dent County Health Center environmental fee schedule prior to consideration of adoption by the board. The hearing is open to the public. Salem R80 Board of Education will be meeting Thursday at 5:30 in the R80 boardroom. After the call to order and the Pledge of Allegiance, the board will approve the agenda and the consent agenda. The board will hear communications from Wes and Dana Connell. Salem High School Career and Technical Education and Family and Consumer Sciences will receive recognition. In the superintendent's report, CSIP goals will be addressed in all reports. Administration reports will be heard from William Lynch, upper elementary, middle school, high school, athletics and activities, special education, technology, and maintenance. In new business, the board will approve MSBA contract for policy services, MSBA policy updates, updated principals contract, 2026-2027 school calendar, and the Wagner picture contract. No transfers, hires, or resignations and retirements are scheduled to be considered. The board will enter closed session to discuss personnel and student issues, followed by adjournment after returning to open session. The regular meeting of the Salem R80 Board of Education is open to the public. Have you signed up yet for the free tax filing assistance offered by the volunteers for AARP at the Salem Community Center at the Armory? Appointments can be made by calling the Salem Community Center at 729-8163. The earliest you can make an appointment to have your taxes done is March 6th, with the last day for appointments being Friday, April 3rd. Missouri Department of Transportation. Local services provided entirely by AARP trained volunteers and will be the 22nd year that Healthy Dane County has partnered with AARP to provide this free tax service to our community. AARP Foundation tax aid volunteers are trained in filing certain tax forms and schedules, including the Form 1040. However, the Volunteer Protection Act requires that all volunteers stay in the scope of the program. If counselors feel they do not have adequate knowledge of your return, or it's too complex, you may need to seek another qualified counselor or paid tax assistance. To find out what information you need to bring with you to your appointment, call 729-8163. The Salem Community Center at the Armory is located at 1200 West Roller Road. Well, at its February board meeting of directors, the Dane County Fire Protection District approved 2 initiatives aimed at strengthening volunteer firefighting recruitment. The first is the reintroduction of the Junior Firefighter Program, and the second is an update to the district's residency requirement. The Junior Firefighter Program is designed to introduce young adults to the fire service while building foundational skills that support personal and professional development. Junior firefighters will be allowed to participate on incident scenes in a support role, train in a controlled environment, and represent the Department of Public Relations events. Eligible applicants must be between 16 and 18 years of age, maintain a minimum C grade average, and obtain parental or guardian consent. Assistant Chief Derek Marford emphasized this program allows young adults to experience the fire service while learning valuable skills such as teamwork, responsibility, and discipline. The board also approved changes to the department's residency requirement. Previously, volunteer firefighters were required to reside within district boundaries. Under the updated policy, applicants residing anywhere in Dane County may now be considered, provided they have not been affiliated with another Dane County Fire Department within the previous year. This restriction ensures the Dane County Fire Protection District does not recruit active members from neighboring departments. The revised policy also allows the Board of Directors flexibility to consider applicants with unique circumstances. Anyone who is interested in becoming a volunteer firefighter is encouraged to apply online at DentonCountyFire.org or visit the fire station at number 2 South Main Street in Salem during regular training nights held on the first and third Thursday nights of each month from 7 to 10 p.m. The Dane County Fire Protection District is comprised of more than 20 volunteer firefighters who respond to emergencies across approximately 127 square miles of Dane County, including the city of Salem. The district responds to an average of 240 emergency calls each year. The Missouri Department of Conservation reminds Missouri hunters and anglers that related annual permits expire at the end of February, including 2025 permits for small game, fishing, trout fishing, and combination hunting and fishing. You can buy Missouri hunting and fishing permits from one of many vendors around the state, online at mdc.mo.gov/buy-permits, or through MDC's free mobile apps Mo Hunting and Mo Fishing, available for download through Google Play for Android devices or the App Store for Apple devices. Save time by buying hunting and fishing permits for multiple people in a single transaction. Select the additional customer option during the permit purchase. Avoid having to manually renew permits each year by using MDC's Permit Auto-Renewal Service. It allows customers to enroll eligible permits in a service that will automatically renew their permits prior to the start of the next season or permit year. The process was designed to ensure customers never have expired permits when they need them most. Learn more about this service at mdc.mo.gov/permit/permit-auto-renewal. Commercial and lifetime permits can be purchased only through the MDC Permit Service Unit by calling 573-522-0107. Contact them for an application. The Ozark River Solid Waste Management District is seeking area sponsors within its 7-county region for the 35th Annual Earth Day Poster, Trash Art, and Graphic Art Contest. Sponsorships provide prizes for students placing first and second, along with honorable mention in the contest. Some 91 students received prizes in 2025. The Trash Art and Poster Contest are open to all students in grades pre-kindergarten to college, including homeschool students within Crawford, Dent, Gasconade, Marys, Phelps, Pulaski, and Washington counties. Students have the opportunity to participate in multiple contest categories, including posters that are hand-drawn and feature graphic arts, and also to repurpose recyclables and trash into three-dimensional pieces of art. This year's theme is Be a Food Waste Warrior, with a focus on reducing food waste by not taking too much food, sharing your leftovers, feeding food waste to farm animals, and composting. All sponsors receive their logo on the contest flyer and special recognition on the Ozarks River Solid Waste Management District website and Facebook page. For more information on becoming a sponsor or for sponsorship form, contact Jill Hollowell, Environmental Program Specialist, via email at jhollowell, that's JHOLLOWELL, at merrimackregion.org, or via phone at 573-265-2993, extension 109. The Missouri Department of Transportation is helping build future leaders by encouraging youth to explore careers in MoDOT. The department invites students across Missouri to apply for the 2026 Youth Transportation Conference in Jefferson City, also referred to as the YTC. Each year, MoDOT sponsors this event to give students the opportunity to apply STEM concepts learned in school to real-world transportation challenges. The conference will be held on July 6th through 10th on the campus of Lincoln University and is free to students in grades 9 through 12. Students finishing 8th grade this year and graduating seniors are also eligible to apply. Applications are currently being accepted through April 24th, and up to 40 students will be selected to participate. The academic conference curriculum includes sessions on bridge building, bridge design, construction and materials, public administration, and safety. Other activities include field trips, office and site tours, and speakers from various divisions within MoDOT and related organizations. The conference also allows students to experience the numerous careers in transportation and engineering available in MoDOT while making meaningful connections with MoDOT department staff as they consider their future career path. To apply, students must complete an application accompanied by one letter of recommendation. Interested students can find more information and download the application from the conference website, which is modot.org/modot-youth-transportation-conference-YTC. For more information, call MoDOT at 888-ASK-MoDOT or visit www.modot.org. And that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Spring is right upon us, and J. Medlock Landscaping LLC can help with your big projects, such as excavating, digging ponds, setting up new landscaping, or helping to improve on your existing landscaping. J. Medlock Landscaping LLC can haul rock and dirt, water for your pools and ponds, and even drinking water. Call J. Medlock Landscaping LLC today at 729-DIRT. That's J. Medlock Landscaping LLC, 729-3478.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. A solid team effort by the Salem boys basketball Tigers Friday night at the SHS gym led to 59-53 win over the Thayer Bobcats to keep the Salem hopes alive for an SCA conference title. Braden Gapsch had 18 points and a key late-game steal to lead the Tigers, while Gavin Sapal had another double-double, netting 12 points and capturing 12 rebounds. Salem also got 12 points from Lincoln Thomas and 9 more from Tyson Connors, with all his points coming in the fourth quarter, including some key free throws down the stretch. Salem improves to 16-8 with the win and 4-1 in the SCA Conference. Salem will be at Liberty High School in Mountain View Tuesday night to face the Eagles, who are 5-0 in the SCA Conference. The varsity game will begin around 7:30 and can be heard on KSMO Radio and audio streamed on KSMO Media. The Salem boys JV beat the Thayer JV Bobcats Friday night 57-50, then won the Bourbon JV tournament Saturday as they beat Bell 79-44. Early in the week, the JV had defeated Steelville 70-38 in the first round of the tournament. The Salem JV stand at 14-4 in the year, and they'll face the Mountain View Liberty Eagles Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. The Salem Lady Basketball Tigers lost their sixth straight game as they fell to Couch Friday night 73-51. Clara Ball led Salem with 18 points, who are now 9-14 on the year. Carol E. Clayton led Couch with 21 points as they improved to 15-7. Salem will be at Mountain View to face the Liberty Lady Eagles with the varsity contest starting near 7:20. Salem is 3-2 on the SCA Conference, and I believe that game's tonight. The Salem Lady JV Basketball Tigers fell to Couch Friday night 57-32. They'll be in Mountain View tonight to face the Liberty JV Eagles starting at 6 o'clock. The Bunker Boys Basketball Eagles edged St. Vincent in overtime Saturday at the People's Community Bank Shootout at Bunker 71-65 to improve to 22-1 on the year. They'll be at Farmington tonight with the JV game at 5:30 and the varsity game to follow. The Bunker Boys varsity basketball team has been seeded first in the Class 1 District 3 for districts, and they'll get a bye in the first round. District basketball will begin Tuesday night, February 24th in Bunker, and the Eagles' first game will be the district semifinal Thursday, February 26th at 5:30 against the winner of the Koshkonong-Lesterville game. The Lady Eagles of Bunker fell to St. Vincent in overtime Saturday at the People's Community Bank Shootout, 48-45 to fall to 19-3 on the year. The Lady Eagles will be at Sparta tonight starting at 6 o'clock. The Texas Longhorns dominated Missouri in the second half of their SEC conference match Saturday, beating the Tigers 85-68. Missouri was led by Jaden Stone and Mark Mitchell, who each scored 16 points. Missouri's now 17-8 on the year and 7-5 in the SEC conference. Missouri will host Vanderbilt Wednesday night starting at 7:30 with the pregame show right here on KSMO. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Net Sports Report is brought to you by the Missouri Association of Natural Gas Operators. If you smell gas or hear a hissing sound, even if you're outside, go upwind and from a safe place, call 911.
Missouri Net Sports. I'm Bill Pollock. The Mizzou Tigers had their three-game winning streak snapped with an 85-68 loss to Texas at Mizzou Arena. The Tigers trailed by just 2 at halftime before getting outscored 52-37 the rest of the way. But the trouble started early for Dennis Gates with Sean Phillips, his big guy, getting into foul trouble early.
The one thing that we missed was in terms of being able to give him some post touches, and the disruption of the game didn't allow him to get a rhythm because he didn't know how to be physical in those situations because it was more so guessing. So after watching film, I'll show him some things just in terms of where the referees were allowing physicality and where they're not allowing it, and he'll be able to bounce back.
All right, a teaching moment for the Tigers, who fell to 7-5 in the SEC, 17-8 overall. The Tigers will host nationally ranked Vanderbilt on Wednesday. The St. Louis Billikens picked up their 18th win in a row, an 86-59 rout over Loyola Chicago on the road. St. Louis is in first place in the Atlantic 10 Conference with a 12-0 record and 24-1 overall. Coach Josh Schertz.
We got a quad 2 road game at Rhode Island, followed by a quad 2 home game at VCU, followed by a quad 2 road game at Dayton. We look at some of our margins. The St. Bonaventure game, we've played some pretty good basketball winning at VCU. This team enjoys playing away from home. I think it gives a different challenge.
The Billikens visit Rhode Island tomorrow night. Missouri State lost to Delaware 76-67, and SEMO beat Lindenwood 73-61. Mizzou baseball set a record in their 34-3 win yesterday over Mount St. Mary's. The 34 runs, second most in program history, and the 32 RBIs, a team record. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Enough already.
We can do more.
Enough already. We can find a cure.
Enough already.
We can do better for our kids.
Enough already. We are relying on you.
We can come together to support Children's Cancer Research Fund, a national nonprofit dedicated to ending childhood cancer that is on the front line of breakthroughs. Because
it's enough already.
Go to childrenscancer.org today.
Hi there, it's Scott from Pentatonics. So from the beginning of our journey in music, the foundation has been music education. It's so incredibly important that we continue to show kids the importance of music in our schools, in our homes, and even in the car. Music is such a powerful expression of emotion and individuality, and we are responsible for keeping the love for music alive. This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
Tell your friends about us.
The best radio station I ever heard in my entire life.
KSMO.
At KSMO, it's now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back shortly with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
With news on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. Missouri State Senator Joe Nicola wants to require that any political ad created with artificial intelligence clearly say so. The Jackson County Republican says a discussion is underway about what to do with political committees or ad creators who operate outside Missouri.
Whether the AG would be involved in this, the Missouri Ethics Commission as well, that would be involved to send a complaint.
An initiative to build age-friendly communities in Missouri has been officially launched. Mindy Olstead with the Department of Health and Senior Services tells Missouri Net what an age-friendly community is.
Age-friendly communities would encompass either a city or a regional area. We do have a local implementation guide to help those local entities be able to do those things on the local level.
Those things include working with contractors to build new homes in ways that will remain accessible to the people living in them as they age. And Gentry County in northwest Missouri has been downgraded from good to fair in a new performance audit. This is Missouri Net.
Thursday, February 26th is Give FFA Day. This one-day initiative held during National FFA Week funds programs that support leadership, personal growth, and career success. Make a donation of any amount and make a difference in the lives of almost 27,000 Missouri FFA members. Donate to your local FFA chapter or the Missouri FFA Foundation by clicking on Donate to Give FFA Day at MissouriFFA.org.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that latest KSMO weather forecast. Today will continue to be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 65 degrees. Southerly winds will be 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. We have partly cloudy skies in tonight's forecast with low temperature around 41 degrees. Southerly winds will be around 8 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Skies should be mostly cloudy tomorrow with a high temperature near 66 degrees. Southerly winds will be 9 to 17 miles per hour with gusts as high as 32 miles per hour. And early tomorrow morning, our wind chill value will be as low as 34 degrees. Tomorrow night will start out cloudy, but then gradually skies will become partly cloudy and we should have a low temperature around 53 degrees. Southerly winds will be 13 to 18 miles per hour with gusts as high as 32 miles per hour. Now Wednesday's forecast kind of got in my way there, so that's what messed that up, and that's where the 72 came from because that's the forecasted high for tomorrow with sunny skies. Westerly winds will be 7 to 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Wednesday night will be mostly clear with low around 45. Then Thursday should be sunny with a high temperature again near 72. Thursday night, mostly clear skies are expected with a low around 34. Then Friday will be mostly sunny. We're going to cool down about 20 degrees with a high temperature forecasted to be 52 degrees. Then Friday night will be partly cloudy. We're going to be kind of cool with a low temperature around 29 degrees. But Saturday we have a chance of showers with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 51 degrees. Chance of showers continues Saturday night with mostly cloudy skies, low around 26. And Sunday should be sunny with a high temperature near 45 degrees.
KSMO Salem